would. If I had to do the diagnostics again, I would. Kind of slipped up there, so the vacuum's working. Everything seems to be working, even though I do hear leaks. Right back in here is my culprit, I believe so. That's what I found out so far. If you look back here, I got it unplugged. You see that little plug? That is to your sensor. That's what I was talking about the other day in that video. I didn't test it while I had it off the car. Now, there's a way to test it, but it's so hard to reach. What I did to test it is I'm going to go and plug it back in right now. I had it unplugged, okay? So watch, I'm going to plug it back in. This is the number one way I really test any sensor in this world, is unplug it and plug it back in. That's one of the easiest ways to test the sensor, in my opinion. Now, the only problem is it's kind of old school way to do it. There's got to be a better way, which I'll show you in a second. Right now, I got it plugged in. Everything's connected, okay? That was on the actual EGR tubing way behind this stupid car. Let me show you. So right here, this is my charts. All right? And look at that, all over the place. We got a minus 100. Got a correction this way. So that's telling me it's just not doing its job. It's working, but not like it should work. So actually working is causing it to act worse. And if you check it out, there's really no difference when I unplug it. So now, do I have to backtrace it some? Yes, but it's right here. Gonna tell you everything I need to know. So if I can get a chart view of this actually, so y'all can get an idea. So watch. Chart view, I figured, there you go. So watch, all over the place, okay? Now when I give it steady gas, you can tell it's just not doing what it should be doing. It started to work, then it flatlined itself. Now, I'll show you a little test here. Here we go back. It's like working. It's working a little bit right now. You see it? But it's not commanding it to go to do what it should do. Okay, that's the problem. So the only thing it does is command it to drop down, which is causing this car to run like mess. Now, why was that causing the car to run like mess? Do we have another issue before that? Maybe so, but that really, if you look at this part right here, it only connects. There's just a sensor. There's really nothing else that connects to it but the sensor itself. You got the tubing sewed up over there. That little plug goes to it. Yeah, and that's really the only thing I'm thinking that could be it. There's no other lines that run. Here's the EGR valve system right there. I popped the top off and checked that. That all seems to be functioning properly, and it's creating a problem with the system. So what I'm gonna do is go back in here and unplug it, and then I'm gonna show you what the AUTEL computer says. This is how I kind of figured this out. I believe $100 is it. I'm gonna make a side bet, even on this stupid car. The thing is, my thing isn't even mounted on this stupid car. So let me get it unplugged again if I can. You can see the car. That's how you do check. I check all my sensors. Let me set you down for 1 second. I usually unplug these, okay? And when I do, it's going to tell me a lot. So I'll unplug it goes. Guess what? The car isn't changing at all. Do you notice that? That usually is the big sign. Hey, that's my problem. I just unplugged this sensor. The car really doesn't change. And what is most interesting of all is, even with it unplugged, check it out. It's unplugged all the way. I don't know if you can see it. Let me go in and grab it so I can show you that it is unplugged, fully unplugged. There's the plug. Let me grab the actual other end to it. It's unplugged from here. I don't want it to fall down on the hot exhaust. Shoot, and get that off. Here, there you go. Unplugged. See it? If you do it, sorry. All right, right there, unplugged sensor. So let me tie it up here so it doesn't get messed up and melted the pigtail. That'd be great. Anyway, so the problem is definitely the sensor is working. That's one way I just confirmed that, okay? Sensor, no, the pigtail to the sensor is working, guaranteed. Now, right here though, I have nothing, which is good. And let's get a better way to graph this so you can see what I'm talking about here. See me giving it gas? No change. Car actually isn't running any worse because the sensor is clearly telling it to do something it shouldn't do right now, in my opinion. So let me go back here. Let's check this graph. I like this graph better. As you can see, remember before? Well, what do you know? Nothing. We have no reaction. Now, should that do that? I'm gonna have to look into it, but I will say this. What is flagged red on this computer, if we go back here, is, guess what? It's not flagged red now when I'm giving it gas. Wait, watch when I plug it back in though. You see this? It doesn't flag it. It should not have a drop. That's how I know this is an issue. So I'm gonna go back to this model. We'll go to the bar graph, giving it gas, you see? We got no issue right there. Now watch when I plug that back in. So, bet you that's it. Bet you that is it. Let me plug it back in here. And we'll, oh, My wire didn't fall back down. Don't tell me it did. I lost the pigtail. No, where'd it go? Hang on. Can't see. Hopefully it's not on the hot exhaust. I just talked about that. Damn it. Might have blew off there when I was pushing that exhaust like that. Where'd it go? Down there on the exhaust. I hope not. Way down there by it, but hopefully it's not on it. Damn it. Careful, don't burn your hand doing this. Ah, shoot. Okay, I got the plug back. I'm going to get it back in there. Such a stupid design on a stupid car. Really, that's not too bad to replace. I'm going to pop a new one on there and we'll try it out. You know what? Plug it back in. We're sorry about that. Clip back in. We're all good to go. All fine. And now we're going to wash the car. Really no difference in running now that the car's warmed up. Really only on starter. So, but check this out. What do you know? Turn the red on me. Should not be red. -100. That's insane. Well, why is the sensor messing this up? So we'll uncheck the box. Hang on. No, I'm not going to delete it. It's back up. So anyway, so I was just reading like normal, going through the code. So you can see. Problem. It's dropping 100 down. Now, that shouldn't be doing that. So I do know that's a problem. With the unplug, we don't have that issue. The car is actually running pretty good when I don't give it gas. Just at idle, I've been having this issue. So it makes sense to me. Problem would be that. And you can go down here and check out everything else too. Sorry, currently detected is no misfire because the car is warmed up. Now the car is cold, we have got issues. So with that unplugged, it's working. So fix the sensor, should fix the problem. That would make sense too because I just did the EGR valve and I've been trying to figure this out forever. There is nothing online about this, so hopefully this helps somebody having this problem on a Ford Taurus. Regular Flex 3.0, here we go. So if you look here, we still have no fault. Any EGR system, see misfire, sensor input at time of misfire was 1. And if you look at this, let me show you. Where did it go to? Sorry, up here. Is that it? Right? I still highlighted the. No. There it is, right here. -1. That's the problem. So the misfire occurred at. Hang on. Misfire now. Where did the misfire? I just saw that engine misfire. Oh, it's back. Engine low. Engine. Okay, engine running time misfire. 4 minutes 15 seconds through the misfire per minute. Where'd it go to? Damn it. Sorry. No misfire is currently detected. There you go. EGR valve. So -1. Here, ready? I'll let it idle. Here we go. It's when that thing drops like it should. So it's sending the wrong signal somehow, which is weird. Never had that issue before. So I'm trying to find where it said that at. Engine misfire at time of EGR valve. So that just, here we go. Did it go away? I have to go back and review the video. I can't see. I'm got my glasses on. Here we go. Here we go. It's right here. Engine. Right, EGR sensor input. Time of the misfire was at 1. It means it dropped to that 1 level. And there it is. Look above it. Dropping to 1. Boom. That has got to be the case. And you see how this is done. So that would throw a misfire. It would make sense, wouldn't it? Just drops a look. There you go. Every time it does that, boom. There you go. That's an issue. See, that's definitely it. -100. It's not good. So you unplug it, we have no problems. But it's not good. Let's try to go back and read all the codes again and see if I have fresh codes. So trouble codes. Continuous memory, DTCs. Let's just see if that actually, I did unplug it. So this is the problem. It's not popping up as a code because it's not reading the sensors bad, which is really strange. Probably will now because I unplugged it, which I don't understand. That's ridiculous. But I've been playing with this now for way too long. I figured out. I'm gonna pop that on, let you know how it works. I know I've got the EGR valve hooked up, right? Like I said, when it gets warm, the car runs pretty good, and I don't really have an issue. So, let's see if I can get. It's gonna be a couple codes on here. I do know that for, for the actual. Here we go. Pending, pending. That doesn't pop up though. That exhaust gas recirculation sensor, high circuit. Until I unplugged it. See, misfire detected at startup. That's been a code I've had. Here are sensor A, high circuit. See, this is all pending. But see, this never happened before. These are the 3 pending ones. I got that from unplugging it, though. That's, of course, pretty obvious. So the misfire happens right on startup. like literally right away. So anyway, let me just see if I can do this. Sometimes it'll give me some information. So look, IDC caused by fuel system, block linked to crushed lines, fuel contaminated, EGR system fault, which is the fault. I've been trying to figure that out for a long time. There's nothing else going on. So I do love this computer right here. It's nice. So EGR gas, no status. See, look, it's really nothing on this code. It's so weird. So that's a normal code. Random misfire detected. Misfire detected. That's the same thing we just looked at. Okay. Sorry, here we go. It's so crazy. I'm gonna try that, and then I'm running out of stuff to try here. I'm gonna do a little research to see if anything back. I'm actually gonna back probe that, and I have a way to check it with my power probe. But other than that, I don't know what to tell you. So engine on and off. I'm gonna go ahead and erase that code, these codes real quick, and see if I can get anything pop back up. And the crazy part is, it really doesn't pop back up. It's amazing. I don't understand it. Well, it'll clear the codes off, and then I don't have an issue. But when I unplug it, it's an instant issue. I think because it's just, I have seen these fill, they don't fill all the way. So we got no codes. Either way. Okay, let's see. So read codes. Got no codes right now. I just cleared them, except for that one DTC code. And I'm gonna see if I can't pull this live data off of here again. Okay, there we go. Let's get back. Back, and we'll do live data again. I'll start the vehicle up. That's when the problem happens. Only when it's because that sensor isn't acting up like crazy style. So anyway, check all these other codes. Here's my EGR stuff. Vent valve. You can see all this is doing properly. Off. It does vary. So all this is working. I do not know. The only thing that isn't working is that. Let's see. I'm gonna start this car up again. We'll check it out. Driver door light. Sorry about that. Anyways, so right here, get ready for it. So, the car is doing fine now because it's warmed up, right? The misfire count should happen here. Let me see if I get the misfire count, a new one, because it happens on startup. So anyway, let's see here. Where did that code go? Oh, yeah, I guess you take the foot off. You got to let it stop. That's just so weird. Here we go. So. Oh, I'm too far down, dude. Here it is. Sorry. It was down too far, guys. My bad. Here we go. Anyway. Here we go. Boom. It's every time I hit that gas, just a little bit. It's throwing that. The sensor's not working right. It's got to be. Same way. We read the graph. There we go. Boom. That's it. So you can actually see which code it is on this computer. There we go. Really crappy. Minus 100. It's just not doing it. Now watch this. Back out of here. We'll go down here and we'll see the time of the misfire right here. And I just cleared it a second ago. So boom. Every time that hits down, triggers the code. Sensor input. Sensor input is only at 1. It should be at 5 volts. So you have a 1 volt sensor. It should be at 5 volts. So that's the problem. It's got to be. If you look here, actually, it's pretty cool. You go over here and go to, hang on, you can do that too, but I'm going to do this right now. Go here, and we're going to go information. EGR gas recirculation, but difference between command and the actual. That's what this means. So the command is off, 100% off. So that means that valve is not opening and closing when it should. Well, telling the computer when to open and close it. Is it that sensor? I hope so. We got something maybe else serious going on here. But I don't think so. This car's in too good shape. So it's not ready for all the leaks. Haven't done the test. So the soak time's been met. So anyway, got my money on that guy. What do you think? Yeah, this is weird too. I don't know what's happened down here. I think because I haven't driven my car in a while. The problem with the power steering, it says, which is weird. I'm gonna see if there's anything along these lines related. I don't know how. I'm gonna try to Google some stuff on that. So right there. That's just kind of, it's just a little bit too off, I guess. Can't be in this range. It's the range it should be at. So that's another thing cool too. If you look up here, the sensor itself. Any DTCs yet? Okay. Look right here. Oh, just one. So it hasn't triggered any codes as of right now because the car's warm. It only does it on a cold start. So yep. Look right here though. It's minus 100. It's going to be minus 50 to 50. That means it's not getting the right input. So sensor input at time of misfire. You see? So let's go ahead and click both. Let's graph and merge them together. That thing all over the place. That is just crazy. You can see the sensor. It's not even doing anything. It's not doing anything. I wonder if I unplug it right now, what will happen? Let's just give it an unplug and see if this changes. Graph, guys. Well, I'm gonna sit you down. You can actually be able to see it. I'm gonna be able to see it for a second. Down here. Hopefully y'all can see that. I don't know. I think y'all can see. I'll be right back. Let me give it one more unplug and we'll check the tester one more time. Alright, it's unplugged. How did it look? Anything happen different? It stopped working, but it's not kicking it around. I mean, the sensor just isn't working. I just unplugged the sensor then, so. I mean, the exhaust EGR sensor isn't even working. It's not even affecting anything. Yep, that's kind of crazy. So. I try to pull trouble codes again. Just see if I can pull them. You just don't want a code for that. So that's what's so crazy to me. But the battery voltage is low. I didn't know that. Anyway, I'm gonna play around with some more, but for it to not doesn't give me anything on that. So probably because the code's unplugged. It makes sense, right? Try to enter the system real quick. See if I can do anything else with this. Okay, let's go. One more time for the live data. I'm trying to active test. But anyway, I'm going to plug the sensor back in. There's no point in leaving the sensor unplugged. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Gotta do that sensor. It can't hurt, like I said, to put a new one on there. You just plug it back in and plug it out and plug it in. That's it. It's pretty easy to do. Barely hanging on there anyway. Plug it right back in. There we go. And like I said, the car doesn't change. So even if you don't have this computer, that's a good way to test it out. The car doesn't change when you unplug the sensor. That's always a problem usually. Oh, that's really strange. So here we go. Yes. Yes. Not ready. No. Yes. 499. Look at that. See, look at that. Sensor input time in the misfire rate then was 4.99. That's probably when I unplugged it. Unplugged it back in. That's really strange. So that's where it should be at. Maybe when I unplugged it, it caused it to act up. Right now the sensor's back in though. So I don't know if that makes it much of a sense to you guys. Wow, I can tell this is a problem. So right now we'll go the same thing we just did. We'll merge the two graphs, merge them up, and we'll check it out. See, look at that. That's way up there this time. See, it should be up there. It should stay up there. Yeah, I just blown my mind. I don't know what to think about that. Maybe I can open it up and expand it here. There we go. So. Let me see if I can put the misfire count on here too. Anyway, y'all get the drift. It's not good. Shouldn't be doing that. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just see real quick if there's anything I can do to check it. Canister vent valve. All active tests I could do. This is the duty cycle. Let's see that. Okay, so I'm actually going to do a little test on here myself. This is pretty wild. I didn't know we had all this stuff I could test. That's pretty crazy stuff. So I'm just going to do a couple tests. Here we go. Sensor input at time of misfire. Just did that. So this is just select the monitor live data. That's not what I want to do. Okay, this is a duty cycle. Let's see if I can get some live data on just a duty cycle. I'm actually going to increase this here. Let's try to increase it. We'll increase it ourselves. Just shut this car off. Yeah, so I mean, you can tell that is all working properly. So I'm going to see if I can test the sensor itself real quick. Try the vent valve in the canister. I didn't know this could do that. Cool. Okay, great. Anyway, we'll check it out. Do a couple. Here we go. Here we go. Let me just see this right here if I can do all that stuff. It's what it'll tell me. It can't hurt something for sure. I would tell you you've had a bad vacuum regulator. Well, I want to replace it. That should be good anyway. Duty cycle. Anyway, let's try this stuff and see what happens here. It's kind of interesting. I didn't know I had all this stuff on here. Wow, it's crazy. Pretty cool. Here we go. That's amazing. I didn't know I had all this cool stuff on here. Just getting used to this. Like I said, I haven't had that long, so I'm kind of going over stuff with you guys. I told you I would eventually. So I had to learn it myself first. Okay, go ahead now. We'll see what's happening with it. And I'm going to get through. I believe we can increase different ones. So we'll go. We'll increase the vent canister. I've always thought that could be the issue. See, that's not changing no matter what. Let's go here and try to increase. I was going to start to the top, but anyway. But do you see nothing's happening right here? Do you see this? Nothing at all. Zero. We got an issue there. Real issue. So we'll go back. Just decrease it all the way back. So here we go. There it goes. Now we're back at 1 as the misfire count. Command and actual is still 0. The difference between command and actual and EGR valve. Whew, that's stupid. It really is. You know what? Let's just see this thing right here. Let's go here. Let's just go help. See what happens there. So anyway, increase the cycle of the canister vent solenoid. Vent valve seals the evap canister from hazmat pressure that allows the evap monitor canister purge valve to attain the target vacuum in the fuel tank during the monitor run. It does make sense that could have something to do with it. I think, once again, this is just starting with the top one. Even though you have them all on there, you're just monitoring those. The top one is when you're actually checking. So, right here. Let me just do this, start with this guy here. So try to increase it myself. Here, oh, we're still doing the vent valve. Shouldn't be jumping like that. I didn't know that's a problem. So anyway, try and go back all the way back again. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Active test. I'm just gonna go to the vent valve itself. I mean, sorry, the EGR valve actually. Okay, output test. Here we go. Where was that? Oh shoot, where was that one we had earlier? Damn it! Hang on a second. Oh damn, going it. It's stupid. Okay, let's go back real quick. I'm done with this. I gotta do a little bit more research, but I'm trying to find out the right here. That's all working. I do now. So that is working because it says it. Let me go here and try the I'm gonna try the actual duty cycle. That's what I need. Oh, what the heck? Oh, sorry about that. Okay. I'm just gonna do the duty cycle. So command in the actual. Okay. Now this should do it. Hopefully, we'll see what's going on here. Right here. So I'm gonna try to increase it myself. Nothing. It's not doing anything. See me hit the gas. You see that? That is not good. So clearly that's telling me we got a bad, what's it called right there? Exhaust gas recirculation. So that's got to be the problem. So anyway, go back. And yeah, so that's what we got. This stays pretty updated. Now we threw more misfire codes as well. The sensor code is back. So yeah, I believe that's gonna be it. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot. I gotta get each one. Damn it, I remember that. Control unit. Power control module. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe them. Screw it. I'm just gonna clear it. Okay. But yeah, other than that, like I said, everything seems to be doing okay. I just have one issue. Oh yeah, stupid thing. I hate this. I gotta do this test real quick. Turn the brake and all that. Give me a second. It's testing everything while the car's running. I'm gonna do this real quick. It does this test. Anyway, you get the idea. So, problem is, it'll stay there. These codes will clear off. I'm not plugging and unplugging stuff. That's just a quick way to test. Maybe a little confusing to you, but hey. I will put that on and let you know if that fixes it. If not, hey, it's something crazy going on. It's above my pay grade. I'm just saying. I've done about everything, and it's not, you know, I just checked everything. I'm going to have to probe it as well. I've never not been able to find the issue, especially on my own car, especially on the Ford Taurus. But this thing right here, I'll tell you what, it's a whole different animal. I'm going to give this another about 20 minutes of my time, put that sensor on, see if we have anything improved. If not, I am done. Done. Doesn't need another battery popped in here. I got one of those right inside. I'll put on here, but that's not going to cause all this. So this is a live test right there. I'm gonna let that finish, and I'm just going to see. Read that lab data once more, but I mean, really, yeah, not really much you need to know. So I am plugged in right now. That's your plug back there on the guy. It's having an issue with. It's a little thing here. It's got two pieces of hoses. It's literally, you unplug it, you can pull them out right out there. There's nothing, really nothing holding it on, really. I actually, once I'm done and shut the car off, I think I may pull it right on off there to show you what I'm talking about, how easy it is to get it out on this car. It can't hurt to replace it. I bet you everything that's an issue. The only issue can really be, it should be wrapping on up on the check. But there is really no other code. I'm gonna pop that guy over there. That's I can't do it while I was doing it. I would pull it off in about 30 seconds. I may actually just do a second video on that real quick, so you can see how to pull that sucker off of yourselves. You don't have to watch this whole video to get to the end of that. That's kind of a waste. It's gonna be so quick to remove. It's not funny. It's not holding. It's not even held on my car or anything. There is one little tube, but I didn't put it back on there yesterday. Because I figured I may be replacing it. Here we go. So, well, what do you know? What do you know? Did it finally throw that code, or did it never clear it? Nah, I never cleared it, did I? I never cleared it, so here we go. Race codes, engine on, and ignition on, and engine off. Alrighty, we can clear them. Okay, good. Clears everything, and it wipes it, and then it'll come back. You know, just throw nothing. This is the craziest thing ever. No engine light ever comes on, I'll show you. But it's definitely got a major issue with that. It just doesn't want to do right. So if I fix that valve, and I swear, and that fixes this, I'll be amazed. I really would be. Yep, only code is just, you know, it's not performed the check. So, well, you know what that means. We'll go into, I'll go back. I'm going to go into, because they can see me on video. Go ahead here. I'm going to start the car up so you can see real quick. There is the issue. Where'd it go? There it is. I always see the red stands out. It took me a second to find it that time. So don't do it right away. I don't have a misfire yet. But this thing, I don't want to get a misfire. But overall, it's running a lot better. Because it's warmed up. Like I said, it only happens when it's cold. It's on startup, but there you go. It just pops up randomly. Give it a little gas, it'll pop up. Call me a liar, huh? That's what it said. There you go. It's just, yeah, it's definitely it. It'll just sit here. I don't want to do it more when it's cold. So I'm going to pull that off in the next video. Anyway, hope that helps. Peace, as always. If you have any info on this, let me know. But I think I'm right on that. I'm going.